folks, it's Jody with Strength and Wisdom Tarot, here to do October readings for all the zodiac signs. Keep in mind that these are general readings. Take what applies, if it applies, and you know what to do with the best of it. Thank you for everyone who has liked, subscribed, shared to my channel. You guys rock. And if anyone is interested in a private reading, all that info is in the box below. This reading is going to be for Cancer. So let's see what's going on with you, Cancer, in October 2025. What does Cancer need to know? We have the Sun card, but in the reverse. So not so positive, not so joyous. Wow. Cancer, you get the Sun and you get the Moon. Sun in reverse, Moon in the upright. So the Moon likes to hide things. Lies, secrets, deception. It could be about heightened intuition. Heartbreak. Three of Swords. Cancer, you're a very intuitive sign. You know, just because you see something, or don't see something, I should say, doesn't mean it's not there. You know, you read people well, you read situations well. If you're coming into something that doesn't feel, you know, positive, it seems on the negative side, or depressing, you're on to something, I think. Something that could be heartbreaking or disappointing. Now we have the Ace of Swords, but this came in the reverse. This is the opportunity that the universe gives you to either hear the truth, speak the truth, or know the truth. But the truth wasn't told in the opportunity when it presented itself. Someone chose not to speak it, hear it, or know it. Maybe that's what's so heartbreaking. Because you have the Four of Wands. It's about stability. Sometimes it's just, you know, it means something goes to a higher level. You know, when you're dating, you go exclusive, and move in together. You know, it takes another level. It's building, starting to begin towards your castle. But wow, Cancer, this is a rocky start. Cancer, there's a hidden element here. And I think that you feel it. Maybe you're waiting for, you know, its ugly head to rear. Now you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Good Solo card. Self-reliant, self-efficient. But it's another Sun card in reverse. It's like, so Cancer, maybe you made all these strides, you know, that, you know, you rely on yourself, you take care of yourself, your family. And maybe it's kind of depressing to maybe do it by yourself, or you feel like you're doing it by yourself. You know, like I said, this could be friendships, partnerships, this could be about work. You know, maybe you found success in work, in position, or whatever, but, you know, it just loses its luster. It started off positive, maybe. But this seems like it's about friendship, partnership. And you know, Cancer, you know something's up. You know, you can feel it. You know it's not going to be a positive situation. You know that might be disappointing or even heartbreaking because the truth's not being told here. Cancer, whether it's your energy you're putting out there, the energy coming towards you, you know, this situation has had this, you know, the opportunity maybe to come clean. And it hasn't, or they won't. You, them, you. You have Judgment under the Moon. Now, Judgment could be about a second go at something. Final judgment gets made. You get the Knight of Pentacles under the Heartbreak. It's a messenger of valuable things here, Cancer. It's a message of maybe money. Pentacles could also be the things that money can't buy, that have equal value, if not more. Love, respect, loyalty, honesty. And where the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest one out of all of them, he never has to go back to see if he did something right, because he did it right the first time. So when it comes, it's rock solid. It's, you can believe in it. This is not about money here, though, Cancer. I think this is about somebody's inability to tell the truth, speak the truth, or know the truth. Get the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody who's very fire-like. They're very creative, adventurous. They like to try new things, go new places. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse is right above this person. Cancer, maybe you're waiting for someone to come clean about something. Speak their mind, like speak honestly and truthfully. Maybe you think they're hiding something. Because everything else in your life could be, you know, fine. Maybe the job's fine. But you're somewhere else here, Cancer. You're somewhere else. It's like you can't believe a partner, or you can't believe a good friend, or you can't believe, you know, a spouse or something like that, and you're giving them the opportunities, and then it's not coming clean with it. You get Justice. That's in the upright. Justice under the Four of Wands, so-called marriage card, or, you know, something going to the next level. You've got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about turning a blind eye, Cancer. Putting something on the back burner, like, oh, you know, we'll talk about it later. Later never comes. Something doesn't get addressed because somebody either doesn't want to see the truth, know the truth. So they stall. Cancer, if you feel like there's a situation here and you know something, you want to hear it from somebody else, and they're not forthright, how can you go forward? Cancer, I think that you might be doubting trust. You might even already know the truth. You just want to hear it from them. See if they have the ability to tell the truth. So under the Four of Wands here, you know, something going to the next level. The Justice card is about something getting rectified, something being justified, something being made fair. Whether it's in court or karmic justice. But somebody just doesn't see it. They don't want to see it, Cancer, whether that's your energy or whoever you're dealing with here. The moon will make you go crazy. You know, when you think something's hidden from you, you know it's there. Now, usually, whatever the moon hides, the sun reveals, but even the sun in the reverse is not shining light on this, Cancer. In the self-reliant, self-efficient energy, you know, you got this. Your independence and all that stuff. You don't need to tow something else along that doesn't maybe pull its weight, tell the truth, leave you in the dark. Because what's finally going to come in, this valuable thing that's offered, is heartbreak. because maybe you don't trust it. Cancer, maybe you don't believe it. Because if they can't tell you the truth about the simple things, what are they not going to tell you the truth about in the future? You know, the King of Wands is known as Good Time Charlie's in for the good time, not a long time. Maybe you know that somebody's, non-committal. And you want something to go to the next level. You want something to be rectified and justified between the two of you before it goes to a next level. Because if you're having doubts now, Cancer, you can't take this into or onto a next level, because then it just deepens. The moon will keep it hidden. It'll also heighten your intuition, your spidey senses. There very well could be some sort of reconciliation here. But do you trust it, Cancer? Can you trust it? Especially if it's been broken. I feel like, you're resilient, you're self-reliant, you're efficient, you cover all the bases, home, bills, and all that stuff. This seems to me like it's personal. And how you feel about someone, if they're willing, or can they tell the truth? Will they give you the truth? Because the opportunity is there, Cancer. They're just not taking it. And maybe they're not seeing this the way you're seeing this or feeling it, because they choose not to address it. If I don't look at it, it won't go away. If I, we'll talk later, or put it on the back burner, maybe it'll always stay there. There's a wolf in the background of this. Not addressing something could make something, or put you in a dangerous spot. Emotionally, mentally. You can't go forward with someone who won't give you at least the truth, Cancer. The truth costs absolutely nothing. So, Cancer, think about this. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. It's not going to steer you wrong. You know the situation's here and it's not being addressed. You cannot bring this forward until something is rectified, justified, and made fair. Out in the open. Cancer. It needs to be addressed. And don't let them, turn a blind eye to it. Tell them it needs to be addressed now, before anything goes forward. You need a peace of mind, Cancer. So that is what I have for you. Please keep on liking, subscribing, sharing to my channel, and I will see you back here real soon. Take care.